Hello, Head Start families. Welcome back to everybody that is coming. We're excited to have you all here. We are going to go over a few things. This will be for our preschool orientation. And the first thing that we're going to go over is our handbook. You guys will be getting these after the first day of school. We'll be sending them home in your children's backpacks. I have highlighted just some few important things. So the first thing we're going to talk about is, who do you call when you need to call your child off from school? And we suggest that you call Clifford. He's at the Hilltop site, and the phone number is 740-622-9537. A lot of the stuff that's in the handbook we're going to go over individually in our orientation papers. One of the things that I don't really have on here is what your child should wear to school. Please dress them appropriately for the weather. It gets hot in our rooms. Sometimes it gets really cold. You can send a jacket that we can put on them. In the wintertime, definitely make sure you're sending coats, gloves, and hats. We do continue to go outside until the weather or the temperature drops below 25 degrees. Also, since we do play outside quite a bit, which we will probably be doing quite often right now, no sandals, no open-toed. Make sure it's closed back. We don't want them to get any splinters from our wood chips. Plus, we have a lot of sand, which we make sure they dump out of their shoes when we're done. And the other important thing that you'll find in your handbook, definitely read over it, is should I send my child to school when they are sick? And it goes over certain symptoms, and our health manager will definitely go over this in more detail with you later. But definitely follow that, especially with COVID right now. We want to make sure everybody in the building is safe. We want to make sure our community is safe as well. On to our orientation packet. So what we're going to end up doing is we're sending home everything that we have for orientation. And there will be papers that you will have to sign and send back to us. I will make sure that I'll tell you which ones those are. We have a plan on separating those to make sure that you keep what you're supposed to keep and you send back what needs to be sent back. The first thing I'm going to go over is our welcome to our school family newsletter. It has a lot of great information because definitely we want you guys to come back. We're excited to have you back. We know this is a scary time and school is going to look a lot different. But we're going to do everything we can to keep your children safe. So a lot of the things it talks about is safety, connection, and problem solving, which is everything we talk about and what we use with conscious discipline. A lot of things that I'll be going over in our packet has a lot of conscious discipline. And if you guys are ever uncomfortable or you don't understand it, please let us know. We will get you more information on conscious discipline. It's a wonderful tool that we use here, and the kids seem to respond really well to it. The next thing also goes over our curriculum goals. I'm sure most of you guys have heard all of this. A lot of you are returning back to our program from last year or even a previous year. Our curriculum, of course, is high scope. And we just want to remind everybody that it is a lot of play. The children learn best through play, especially when it's based off their interests, and we just develop off of those skills and goals off their interests and play. We also talk about here our parts of the daily routine. So everybody will get a daily schedule from their own class. And this just goes over why we go do certain things during our routine, such as planning and work time, cleanup time, and recall time, why they are so important. Separating papers here. We're going to send home resources for families. Everybody gets this every year. It's updated every year. We're also sending home a paper about policy council and different committees. At this time, I don't think you need to sign and return this one because it's going to look a lot different this year with COVID. I don't know if they're going to do something over Zoom, have little Zoom calls, or what they prefer to do it. I know we probably will still have them, but not the way we used to. I'm sure they'll go over that later on. we have a 3-month calendar. Since right now everything is tentative, it may change depending on how things go with COVID. So right now we only have 3 months. Every day is listed. We go Monday through Thursday, just like normal, no Fridays. We have our first day off, obviously, is Labor Day, so everybody will start the day after Labor Day. And then we have a fair day off. And then it shows that, of course, 2 days off for Thanksgiving. Head lice policy. We are a knit-free organization, so please make sure that you're checking that they have no lice. If we happen to find some when they come to school, because we will do our health checks every morning, we will call and send them home. For them to come back, you will have to call and make an appointment so that they can be checked so that we know that they're clear. We have a paper about poison control. You guys get that every year. There's, I think, this is about different household safeties, keeping your home safe. This is a new one, actually, I've not seen yet. So it's about storing your medicine appropriately, plant safety, carbon monoxide, different things on the backside, what should be in your home, where at in each room. That's actually a really cool sheet. And then, of course, our safety policy. Always remember that your children are safe here. No child will ever be left alone. There will always be a person here, a caretaker for them. We can go over that more depth. I know not everybody is riding the bus, but we still need everybody to go over the transportation. Talks about boarding and exiting the bus, making sure that the child is safe. When your child is getting picked up, a parent needs to be there, especially right now, well, always. They are going to be checked. They're going to go through the same routine that the children do coming into the door. So the health checks now involve, obviously, getting their temperature taken. There's going to be a series of questions that you guys will be asked every morning. Every morning. It's never going to change. It's going to be the same thing, depending on if things get better with COVID. Also, we'll go over with the children's seat belts, making sure they can put their seatbelt on, how to take it off. Safety on the school bus, no yelling, quiet when they cross the railroads. There will always be an aide with the bus driver. We will not have any children crossing the street. We'll make sure that we're picking up on the side that the driveway is on. We do bus evacuations throughout the year. And I think they'll talk about more with pickup and drop off later on when they talk about the health policies for COVID. Then we have in-kind. Everybody remembers what in-kind is. This is the time that you guys spend with your children that comes back to us as money, keeping the program free. So this is very helpful. We do, especially right now, really need your guys' involvement to help keep this going. Whether it's you're sorting socks, whatever you guys are doing at home together, make sure you're recording that. Each teacher, I'm sure, has their own little way of documenting what's being sent home and what you guys are doing. But make sure that you're filling those papers out for the teachers. That way we can get those in-kind donations. And then, of course, this is the transportation checklist. Basically, it just sign that we did go over. Everybody needs to do it, even if your child is not riding a bus, because you never know. There may be a time that we will do a field trip. We will need these. So make sure that everybody signs those. And then, of course, sign the handbook statement. We did go over some of the handbook. That will have to come back. And then this paper here. This is everything we just went over. Make sure you sign and return this as well. We talked about our philosophy and curriculum. We talked about high scope, the parent handbook, and just looking over it, making sure I didn't miss anything. I think we got it all. Your teachers will be calling you really soon about what class they're in, and they're going to ask you some questions about your child. as well as parent goals. We definitely want to make sure that we're working with you guys to help your child with what you feel your child needs. If you guys have any questions, I know we went over a lot of information. Any questions, please call us at the school. You can call, I'm not sure really, I'm going to tell you, you can call Tracy, our manager. She'll talk to you if you have any other information, or you can just call your teachers or wait for them to call you. Remember, the number here at South Lawn is 622-8665. The Hilltop is 622-9537. And I don't know the career centers, but I'm sure Lisa Porch will give you guys a call soon. Again, thank you. We wish you all well, and we cannot wait to see your kids and get this year started. Have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.